underwriting is exemplified by the fact that on average each year we evaluate over $1 billion of property, submit 70 letters of intent called LOIs, and of those 70 we hope to go under contract and possibly purchase 3 to 5 a year. So it's a very involved process, not always successful. We just have to be persistent. Where are we today? Through the synergy of the three companies and the efforts of the individuals associated with these companies, the Haley Associates portfolio as of today consists of 37 properties totaling 8,792 units in 10 states, 25 cities, and which based on current valuation represent a value of $553 million. This synergy and the achievements enjoyed by Haley Associates over its history would not have been possible without the continued support and confidence of you as the limited partners of Haley Associates, showing us. Thank you, member of Key Associates. I hope you can get this to work better than I can. Thank you.
Well done. Gotta make sure I get the right clicker here. Get the forward here. Well, good evening. I'm going to talk a little bit about the property management company, Dial Equities, DEI Communities. And then secondly, I'm going to give you a little bit of a flavor of what we're currently running into on the demand side, and then a little bit on the demand side, apartment demand in the future as well. Okay, this is how we're structured in the property management company. It may not be too surprising to some of you. You know, I've got a legal department. I've got a full-service accounting department. You can see the number of people there. Of course, we got budget and risk. We have budgets that are made up at the site level, at the community level, and we review them and scrub them at the corporate office. Human resources, I can't do it without good quality people. I count on Denise Surratt every day to make the right kinds of hiring decisions along with the regional vice presidents and such. Information technology is sort of the glue of how we tie it all together. Because again, we have 37 properties distributed throughout the country, central U.S., but they're not here all in Omaha, so we got to figure out a way to be able to manage them smartly. Property operations, you can see the number of people there. 9 people in the corporate office. Regional vice presidents are traveling probably 20 days out of 30 days of the month on the road an awful lot. On your behalf, on my behalf, day in and day out, working with the site managers. 260 employees through all the sites. I got 25 people in the corporate office. Again, I just share with you the distributive type network we have. The states that we're in are in dark blue. Again, how we do this, I've got 3 regional vice presidents, again, on the road, day in and day out, 20 out of 30 days of the year. Secondly, we spend an enormous amount of time hiring good quality managers on the site level. We cannot run these properties from the corporate office. We have property management software that's real time, to where I can see immediately when somebody moves in or if somebody collects rent and it's posted. Immediately I can see that in the corporate office, but I cannot provide service from the corporate office. I can't hire per se at the corporate office. I must count on the people at the site level to do their jobs day in and day out. I need leaders out there making smart type decisions and that can think on their feet, representing you day in and day out as well, all right? So we spend an enormous amount of time on hiring the right quality people at the site level. Our core disciplines, the very first bullet there, DEI Communities is one of 515 accredited management organizations through the Institute of Real Estate Managers. That's the highest certification there is for real estate property management companies in this country. There's about 8,000 firms out there. Only 515 are accredited. And to get the accreditation, you must have a certified property manager. I've gone through all the schools, taken all the tests, and it must be led by one person. That's myself. Must follow a code of ethics And thirdly, must follow standard operating procedures for property management, as well as accounting practices. Those are the three tenets that we must do to maintain our certification. We're very proud of it. We've earned it. We're very good. Again, I touched a little bit about the full-service accounting and cash management. We have operations and financial reporting in the corporate office, and we have a state-of-the-art technical service that's all the IT-type networks, systems, property management software, applications to be able to manage our business. Our core values. I want to spend just a minute on this. These are the guiding lights that we stand behind day in and day out in the corporate office. And it's not just here in the corporate office, but this information, these core values are spread out throughout the entire company. All 37 sites, all the employees know this. And you'll see it on our walls, and we live it every day. It's very important to us. Integrity matters. Performance counts. Yes, we have to make the tough decisions sometimes to let somebody go. Unpopular sometimes, we must do the right things. We build relationships of trust. That's how we do it. Again, I can't run 37 communities from the corporate office in Omaha, Nebraska. I've got to empower, and I've got to trust, and I've got to train the people on site to make those smart decisions on your behalf. They're asset managers. They make about $40,000 to $60,000 a year, but guess what? Those apartment communities are worth $10, $20 million sometimes. So we're trusting them on our behalf, so I must have trained and trusting people on site. And in order to do that, we have to communicate effectively from the corporate office, as well as from the site level on up. It's a two-way street, I tell them. If you got a problem, then we've got a problem. If you got a problem on site. And then we always strive for continuous improvement. It doesn't mean we don't make mistakes. Absolutely, we make mistakes, but I don't want to make the same mistake twice. So we want to strive to be better every day. Our company vision, quite simple. 6 objectives. And again, I say at the very bottom line, if we do these things, this is what I tell my people. There's no way that we won't be successful. These are our 6 objectives. And beneath each of these objectives, there's 1 to 5 goals that support the objectives. Quite simple. If you work on the goals, 1 to 5 goals, you automatically meet your objective. I will spend a few moments to touch on about 3 of these objectives here and some of the goals. Let me just, investing in our people again. I've talked about it before. I've got to find and hire quality people on site. We provide the core value training and familiarization training, orientation training, operations training quarterly to all of our employees in the corporate office as well as out on site. The hiring method is by GF SMART. And many companies fall in the trap of knowing what to do, but most companies don't always have the who to do it. And again, I've got to empower and I've got to trust those employees and those site managers at those communities. So we spend an enormous amount of time hiring the right person. We provide an annual managers meeting where we talk about hot topics in the industry, as well as our